The Des Moines Black Liberation Movement is trying to pressure the city to make a change. Members want Sergeant Michael Fong removed from his position as the leader of the police department's de-escalation training. In 2007, Fong was suspended for 5 days for striking a handcuffed suspect. A separate arrest in 2013 led to a civil lawsuit alleging Fong and another officer used excessive force. The city paid $800,000 to settle its portion of that lawsuit. WHO 13's Justin Surrency joins us. Justin, there's some controversy tonight over how much, or rather how little time people are being given to speak and to make their case at this meeting.
Yeah, it's very true, Dan. A community of Des Moines residents feel Sergeant Fong's leadership could do more harm than good. There's often strength in numbers, but lately many of those residents who signed up for public comment at today's meeting feel like their push for change is actually being punished.
Nearly 100 residents hope to persuade city council members Monday of at least one request: remove Des Moines Police Sergeant Michael Fong from teaching de-escalation training.
If there's a bad actor who's not acting in good faith, who has a record of doing things that are not by the book, that has been a lawsuit that's been paid out, we need to consider someone else leading those trainings.
Fong was suspended in 2007 and 2013 for excessive force, one causing an $800,000 settlement. Many of the over 70 residents are slated to address that issue in public comment, but they'll each have only 25 seconds to do so.
It just looks like it's not in good faith. It looks like they see a lot of people there and they just want to trim it down where they can push business as usual.
Organizer of Des Moines' Black Liberation Movement, Jalen Cavill, says his movement will also call for the removal of Chief Dana Wingert and City Manager Scott Sanders.
We want to restructure public safety in this city. So reform is not enough. De-escalation training is not enough. Body cameras is not enough. Implicit bias training is not enough. We need to look at the entire system at how it operates, and we need to tear it down and build up something new.
The number of public commenters skyrocketed over the summer as protests and calls for change in policing from Des Moines' Black Liberation Movement led to Des Moines City Council meetings lasting hours.
Throughout the summer, since last summer started, we really began becoming more active at every City Council meeting. We've attended all of them, spoken up against everything that we felt was unjust.
In August, the City Council approved limiting each public comment to 3 minutes or taking the 30 minutes divided by the number of individual speakers, whichever is less.
It took us, young black people, young progressive, energized people who really care about our community, stepping up and getting involved in city government for the council now to react basically and shut us down and shut down all public comment.
25 seconds isn't a long time. People will have to get to their points quickly, much quicker than the countdown timer allows for people crossing the street at Ingersoll and MLK Parkway.
I don't think trust can be built in 25 seconds. I don't think a relationship can be built or a rapport.
Now, this was not an action item on the agenda, and no vote was taken on Sergeant Fong being the de-escalation trainer. Mayor Frank County was unavailable for comment on the time restraints in today's meeting.
But to reiterate, Justin, those have only been in place since August.
Yes, August was when they were first in place, and they are still in effect today. Last meeting had 40 people, now they had 70, and it seems to be trending upward.
Thank you, Justin.
Yes.